What's going on, everybody? Unfiltered Wrestling. Clash of Champions, which I prefer the name Night of Champions. I thought that was just better, but I know Clash of Champions, WCW, Dusty Rhodes, fine. They went back to that. Cool. This is gonna be these predictions won't take too long. Let's be honest. There are 2 matches that excite me on this entire card, and it's a 9-match card. 2 matches excite me, but at least the 2 that do extremely excite me. And I think you know which those 2 matches are. It's the main event and co-main event. Let's start off with the pre-show. Asuka versus Zelina Vega for the Raw Women's title. Who cares? Asuka's gonna win. She better win. Champions losing on pre-shows is always a catastrophe. That sucks. It shows you how little you care about the title change, the champion, the winner, the belt itself. So no. Asuka better retain. And then we have Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews. Why the fuck is this still happening? It's been months and months of Apollo versus the Hurt Business. Let's move on. Please, for Christ's sake. Lashley beat him. Let's move on and hopefully clean-ish. Enough to where we never see these 2 in the ring again together. Or MVP included. I don't want to see Apollo win and then face Shelton at the next pay-per-view. No, I don't care. This should be it. Let's move on. God, it's been so long. Speaking of what's been going on for so fucking long, we have the Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza for the Raw Tag Titles. They've been feuding since after WrestleMania. And it's goddamn near Christmas right now. Think about that. It's been that long. And we're still doing this. A man got poisoned. No real explanation happened. No one's mad about it. No one cares. Andrade and Angel Garza broke up how many times? Now they're fine? Again? Stop. We're done. We're done here. Hopefully Street Profits retain and we can just move the fuck on. Just move on. We're done. Then we have Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn. Now this is at least interesting. Now, picking who wins this, you might as well just roll some dice. You might as well roll some dice here. I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn because Sami's been doing fantastic as a heel. It would really be a better story if the heel, who's been acting like a dick the whole time, was kind of right. He is the rightful IC champion. That's just a better story. Jeff Hardy winning is just Jeff Hardy winning. And AJ Styles, I want AJ to soon be in, I want him to be in a blood feud. Not a mid-card title feud. Either a blood feud, where it's 2 huge stars hating each other, or a world title feud. He's too big for the mid-card. It bothers me. So hopefully Sami Zayn wins. That's what I'm going with. Then we have Cesaro and Nakamura versus the Lucha House Party, which I don't even know why they're still a team. It's been years. It didn't work with crowds. It never got over. It's not working without crowds. Nobody wants to see them together. It comes off as a child-friendly, which it is child-friendly, but it's corny. It's corny. Let's be serious. It's lame. And I think even kids know it's mostly lame. Break them up. Hopefully Kalisto turns heel. Blow that whole house party to fucking smithereens. Cesaro Nakamura retain is the moral of the story. Then we have Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus the Riot Squad. Fucking Riot Squad are back to do nothing again. Baszler, Nia Jax should win here. I think it's too soon to have, because we know the ending here. They're going to eventually lose and turn on each other and feud. Great. That's a great idea. I love that. Too soon. Let's tell a little bit of a story. Give me another month, maybe a month and a half. And the Riot Squad, who cares? It doesn't. I'm sorry. The women's tag titles are treated so poorly. It doesn't matter who the champions are right now. It just doesn't. So let's just keep it on the 2 beasts and tell their story. You use the tag titles to tell their story, because that's what matters. Nia, Shayna, retain. Bayley versus Nikki Cross for the SmackDown women's title. Now this can go one of 2 ways. I'm going to predict Bayley to retain, because Alexa Bliss will come and screw Nikki. Full dreadlock. The Fiend Alexa Bliss, if you will screw Nikki Cross, and then we get, because the next pay-per-view is Hell in a Cell, I believe. So the goal here, what matters here, is Bayley versus Sasha in a Hell in a Cell match. That's what matters. Of all the matches on the card or feuds going on right now, that's one of the obvious ones that belong inside a Hell in a Cell. Put them in there, put the women's title on the line, and let's do this. Now, they could easily just say, hey, Dan, that's a blood feud. It doesn't even need the title to be in a Hell in a Cell match. Granted, it's true. So, technically, Sasha could do the same thing, but reversed. She can come out, screw Bayley, Bayley lose, Nikki wins the title, and Nikki faces Alexa at Hell in a Cell in a standard match, while Bayley and Sasha still have their Hell in a Cell match. That's true. Can't argue that, but I'm going to lean towards Bayley, because I want that Sasha crowning Hell in a Cell moment in a blood feud, but either one is not a bad option. Now we get into our 2 main events. We have Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton in an ambulance match for the WWE title. And I prefer this match to not go last. I want Roman and Jay to go last. That should finish the show. If I'm booking it, that ends the show. And I'll tell you why. Firstly, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. I'm actually really excited for this. It's been a while since I've seen an ambulance or a stretcher match, so it's been a few years. I think Strowman and Roman had one. But McIntyre, Orton, they've told a good story. It makes sense for an ambulance match, which is nice, because a lot of times when they do ambulance or stretcher matches, they make no fucking sense for the storyline. This time it does. And predicting a winner on this one is tough. I've been wrong about Randy for months now. He still isn't champion. Because I thought for sure, and the rumors were, that Randy was going to be champ going into about Rumble time to face a returning healthy Edge for the title. But now it's like, I don't know. It's been a long time, and with Hell in a Cell right around the corner, where you want it to happen, I'm going to say, what I would do is have Randy beat Drew McIntyre in some sleazeball ambulance way. Drew loses the title, Randy walks out champion, and then we have the rematch at Hell in a Cell. That'd be great. Just rematching, and that one belongs inside a Hell in a Cell too. So that one's fine. Go from ambulance to Hell in a Cell. It would make Hell in a Cell feel like it's important. That it's bigger than an ambulance match. So I will go with Randy again. But for fuck's sake, if Randy loses this one, I'm done. Drew McIntyre is just staying champion for the next few months. I'm done. And then we have the main event, final match, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the Universal Championship. Roman Reigns has been phenomenal, which we all knew he would be once he turned heel. I've been asking for this for so long because I knew he'd be great. And then after a year or two of him like this, when you eventually turn him face again, he'll be over. It will have worked. But here tonight, Jey Uso needs to get destroyed. Like, I don't want to see him get in anything more than one super kick. I want nothing. I don't even know if I want a super kick. Demolition. Demolished. Rip him apart. End him. Let's put Roman over the way you used to with Brock. Do that. Demolish your family member. Just nothing says heel like killing your cousin. Destroy that man. And you want that match to go last because it's an anticlimactic, shitty way to end a pay-per-view. And that's what you want from your heel. Roman could give a shit if it's the main event. He could give a shit about your pay-per-view buys or ratings. Fans going home happy. Destruction. Demolition. I don't know if I want to see a Superman punch. Call it something else. Just destroy him. Spear, 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 pinfall. That's it. And after you beat him, you can beat his ass more. That's perfectly fine. Obviously, Roman Reigns retains here. And that is my Clash of Champions predictions. Let me know yours down below. Let me know, guys, what you think. I don't know why. With so many matches that are retreads that have been going on for far too long, like months too long, I'm still kind of excited because the two main events are like kind of that interesting. They're kind of that interesting. Even though we know Jay's going to lose to Roman, I'm still interested because it's a good story. And Roman is exciting for the first time. He's the most exciting wrestling character in almost a decade. It's crazy. But let me know what you guys think. Hit the like, subscribe, and if you are still here, you are a real one.